I still remember the sound of her voice that night, the static-filled whisper on the other end of the radio, the voice I hadn't heard in years, the voice of my wife, the woman I buried 3 winters ago. It was a fog-heavy night somewhere on Route 19, one of those long, empty highways that seem to stretch beyond logic. I was driving cross-country for work, hauling construction equipment through the dead hours between midnight and dawn. I'd done this route dozens of times, but that night, something felt off. The fog wasn't normal. It was too thick, too alive, like it was moving on its own. I turned down the radio, leaned forward, and that's when I saw it, a figure, standing by the shoulder, illuminated by my high beams. A woman, pale and drenched, wearing what looked like a torn white dress. She wasn't waving for help. She was just staring at me. I slowed down, heart pounding. Every part of me screamed not to stop, but guilt, that stupid human guilt, made me pull over. She didn't move. I rolled the window halfway down. "You okay, ma'am?" I called out. No response. Just silence in that low hum of the engine. I was about to drive off when she finally spoke, soft, almost broken. "Why do you leave me?" The voice froze my blood. It wasn't possible. It couldn't be. "Clara?" I whispered. She smiled, but not the way Clara used to. Her head tilted too far, her grin too wide. "You promised you'd never leave the car." That was the moment my headlights flickered, and she was gone, vanished into the fog like she was never there. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely shift gears. I drove faster than I ever had, trying to make sense of what I'd seen. But then I saw something that made my stomach drop. Tire tracks on the side of the road leading straight into a ravine. I pulled over again, grabbed my flashlight, and followed the tracks down the slope. And there it was, my old Ford sedan, rusted, crushed, just sitting there in the ditch like it had been for years. My breath caught when I saw the license plate. It was hers, Clara's car, the same one she'd crashed in when she died, driving home from my job site. I'd never come to see the wreck. I couldn't. But now, standing there, I felt her all around me, the smell of wet asphalt, the cold press of fog on my skin. I stumbled back toward my truck, shaking, but when I opened the door, the passenger seat was soaked. Fresh water, the faint scent of her perfume, and on the dusty windshield, drawn with a single finger, were the words, "You left me." My headlights flickered again, and in the rearview mirror I saw her sitting in the back seat, her head tilted, her eyes black as tar. The radio crackled to life, whispering my name in her voice. And before everything went dark, I heard her say, "Now we're going home."